First 10 is me talking about motivating myself to get back in the gym. Somebody has a lot of motivation in the studio with me now. Now, you might remember back in January, we heard news that over the next 3 years, 250,000 people in England will be offered weight loss injections on the NHS. That's 6% of the 3.4 million who actually qualify for it. No surprise then that people are choosing to look into taking it privately. Now, you might remember we've met somebody who's done just that. Her name is Rue, who's from Tile Hill, and she told us about how weight had changed her life.
I was retaining quite a lot of water around my ankles and my knees, finding it difficult to walk more than 15-20 minutes without stopping all the time. I had a panic attack at work. Ambulance was called. My blood pressure was 200/110. And, I was at the risk of having a stroke at a very young age. Wasn't sleeping very well and just became very antisocial, very withdrawn in myself. And that's not me. I'm a very sociable person, but obviously with feeling quite embarrassed with my weight, I just didn't want to be around people most of the time.
Now, we spoke to Rue when she'd been on Mounjaro for a couple of months. She's been on it for 6 months now, so we thought we'd check in and see how she's getting on. She come into the studio, Rue. It's lovely to see you. It's to see you in the flesh, although there's a lot less of you than there was. And by the way, you smell wonderful.
Oh my God, Vic. Thank you so much.
Just, it's, honestly, you have no idea how much it means for me for somebody to come in smelling fabulous. So, listen, you started out, when you gained all the weight, how much did you weigh at your heaviest?
See, I thought I was 149 too, but then when I went back on my record, 146, but when I went back on my records with my GP, I was actually 150 kilos.
Wow.
In October.
So that's 23.5 stone.
Yeah.
Wowza. That's extraordinary. And how much are you now?
I weighed last Friday and I'm now 122.1 kilos.
122.1. Right, hang on a minute.
Let's do the maths.
let's do the maths. You've gone to under 20 stone.
Yeah.
Holy camole. That's a lot of weight that you've lost. That's over 4 stone in 6 months.
And you know what? It's been lovely and gradual. I've had, obviously in this journey, I've had weeks when I've either remained the same, and I'm fine with that because it's then looking at what can I change, what's happened this week, and it's life. If I don't lose weight this week, that's all right. But the difference is I'm no longer afraid not to lose weight this week because then I know where I've come from. So it's been like a gradual